I'd like to demonstrate today the flexibility of pricing when you do quotes for long arm finishing work. In this example, rather than quote square inches, we're going to quote based on number of bobbins and pre-packaged batting. So let me go ahead and log in and enter QuiltyCloud. And I'm first going to go to settings to show an option here called Add Bobbin Thread. This gives the ability to select a bobbin thread color. And then we're going to go to Pricing and price long arm finishing work by square inch. So what I'm going to do is create a quilting design called bobbin only at a zero price. Then we have these 12 miscellaneous items here, and we'll start with batting. So I'm going to do a batting package for king and a batting for queen, and then I'll just put one in here for bobbin, $10 for king and $8 for queen. Price per bobbin, we're going to do 15, and let's go ahead and update pricing. I'm also going to go to quilting designs and modify an existing design. Let's use Bajas, and we're going to use a style of bobbin only pricing, and that's now saved. Now it's time to do a quote, and it's a purchase. Let's say we do a king. It's going to be a finishing service. Select, and then let's select our contact, which is Abraham Lincoln. Let's find Bajas. There it is. And let's select that one. If you notice, the square inch price is 0. And then thread, we want to do a blue thread, let's say, and for the bobbin, with this obsidian. And then for batting, we're going to skip it because we have a different way of quoting batting. And if you notice, batting is not selected. When we added the miscellaneous pricing, batting king, batting queen, and bobbin, they now show up with these default dollar values. So we know it's a king, so I'm going to leave it. We're going to zero out queen. We're going to use 2 bobbins. We'll make that 30. The quilt size is 60 by 80. Calculate. Add record. Now the quote has been created. Let's print the quote, and here we go. For quilting, we use Bajas, but that's at 0. We have the thread and the bobbin thread selected. We have a mounting fee also shown here that you could zero that out if you want. Some quilters like this because it covers miscellaneous things like needles, the actual time it takes to mount the quilt. Also gives a little leeway for discount. And here's our batting for king price, and the bobbin price adds it all up at $65 is the quotation. Here we can email that out if we desire, or print it. Also, I want to point out the threads. We show the top thread and the bobbin thread thumbnails as well as the design. And so that's one example of showing the flexibility of QuiltyCloud pricing. Thank you.